What's up my mates of YouTube, my name is Aussie Marcel, the most luscious locks on YouTube, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about 3 men's fragrances that are ideal for the colder weather no matter what season it is. But starting things off, like usual, it's my fragrance of the day, and that is Dirty English by Juicy Couture. I couldn't think of a better fragrance to wear on a cold summer's day. It's been overcast all day, it's been raining, and yeah, this is just the ideal fragrance for that. And here it is. What I like about Dirty English is that it's woody, and one of those woods used is oud. It's got a touch of leatheriness, it's got a touch of booziness, and it's a little on the sleazy side, you know. It's one of those few fragrances that I can think of that just, I don't know, it's just the perfect leather jacket scent, you know, like when you're walking around outside, the weather is damp, it's cold, you're in a leather jacket, you want to hunker into it. This is just the ideal fragrance for that, and yeah, it's definitely in my top 10. I've said before in my review of the fragrance that if the performance of Dirty English were better, this would be the best men's fragrance of all time. As it stands, it gets about 5 hours of performance on my skin. If it got double that, it would be an incredible fragrance. But as it stands, it is the perfect scent. However, it is flawed in that it lacks in terms of performance. And yeah, starting things off, we've got one that you can get for about $30 Australian for 30 ml. So you're paying about $1 per ml. And that's 1 fluid ounce, and that is Guess Seductive Noir Hom. This smells pretty close to Paco Rabanne 1 million. However, I think this is slightly fresher. Paco Rabanne's 1 million has like a density that I just don't really gel well with for some reason. I find a lot of Paco Rabanne's fragrances have like a density to them, like a thickness that, I don't know, it's just not ideal. At least not the way that they do it. So yeah, this is a small bottle, as you can clearly see. It's got some nice textures on it, black and gold. And yeah, performance is decent, 6 hours plus, which is nice considering it is an eau de toilette. It's very similar to 1 million, you know, it's got that spicy cinnamon quality, a touch of leather, and yeah, just a little fresher. It's just, yeah, it reminds me of living in Melbourne. I'm pretty sure I had like a tester bottle of this when I lived in Melbourne when I was at uni, or maybe I got it for like free or something. I can't remember the exact story, but I did have some of this at one point. And yeah, so that's my first recommendation. I will also add, just quickly, get the bigger bottle, it's better value. This was the only one I could find, and so I'm stuck with it. Next up, I'm going to talk about one that I've covered quite a few times on the channel before, and that is, coincidentally, Paco Rabanne's Black XS. This is one of the classic OG bottles. It's getting harder and harder to find this, and it's more and more expensive. However, I do have a newer formulation of this, but I can't find it, so I'm recommending Black XS in general. As it stands, always prioritize getting the classic bottle, and you'll be able to tell the difference between the two of them because the classic bottle like this is longer. This is got a really rich strawberry note, it's woody, it's got some fruitiness, and it's also got quite a hefty dose of patchouli as well. And I've just got to say, the strawberry and patchouli combination is really inspired. It's just, you won't think that they'll go together, but it just smells just absolutely delectable. It's friggin' phenomenal stuff. So yeah, don't pay $200 for the old formulation unless you really love it. I did have a couple of bottles of this. I sold one of them and I gave one of them away. But yeah, so I've got about just under half a bottle of the original formulation left. You can probably see it there. Yeah, the new formulation you can get for a decent price for about $60 for 100 ml. At that price it is an alright purchase, as it does still smell quite nice. It just doesn't have the performance, and it's just a bit more dull in comparison to the original formulation. Performance of the old one is really good, 8 hours plus. Performance of the new one is about 6. So So there are some trade-offs for sure. And finally, we've got another one that actually I don't see spoken about too much online and on YouTube and all that jazz, and that is Hom Wild. This is woody and it's boozy, rum being probably the most prominent note here. And it reminds me of my best friend because he used to wear this when we were at uni. It smells incredible, and it's got a cool bottle. I'm a big fan of the bottle. I'd heard some rumors that this was discontinued, but I actually don't think it is. I still see brand new bottles of this pop up for like under $40 Australian, and at that price, it's a steal. Performance is solid. We're talking 7 hours plus on my skin. It's woody, it's boozy, and it's a little sweet. If you're not a fan of the original Hom, you know, the one with like the pink bottle, it just smells really synthetic, really sweet. It's a love it or hate it fragrance. This is a good introduction to the Hom fragrances because whilst you may dislike the original, it's hard to dislike something with these combination of notes. Rum and wood are just an absolute winning combination. You'll smell incredible, it's got good performance, and you can still get it in Australia at a really solid price. So those are my 3 fragrances I'm recommending today for colder weather, any season. So cold summer day, cold autumn day, cold spring day, cold winter day, obviously it's winter. But yeah, check these fragrances out if you haven't already. If you have, let me know what you think of them in the comments below. And until the next video, my name is Aussie Marcel, most luscious locks on YouTube, and I'll catch you guys around.